He sent the first text and it's quite...
She liked me first.
Yeah, but you text me first.
Yes.
Basically, I was married for 10 years for my first marriage, and then I was single, divorced for 4 years, and then after that, I met Kiril, Alhamdulillah. I have 2 kids. They were 11 and 13.
I became a Muslim in 16 and I married in 2017, and the marriage lasted, well, Alhamdulillah, for 6 years. And I have 2 kids. They're now 3, soon to be 4, and the girl is 6, soon to be 7.
I was married for 10 years, and most of the marriage, I was quite independent. I need to get the right role model for my kids, and I didn't get that. So I have to make that call. It was a difficult situation, and being an independent woman, you can actually find money. By modern ways, they would say like, you don't need a man or something, right? But for me, deep down inside, I know I'm still woman with family values, and I still want to serve my husband and my family and my kids. And then it's not just financially being a provider, but also can be a role model and good imam and khalifa for me and my kids.
What brought me to Muzz, I think, is the fact that you can tell it's a developed app, which means it has the user base, it's international, it's a trusted platform. So you want to be where you have more chance. The idea was to find an app that had a lot of local presence. And what I liked about it was that you can find out a lot about a person before you actually meet them. Look, I'm not just gonna settle for anything. I'm gonna settle for exactly what I want. So I'm looking for a partner who's willing to take the path with me to Jannah. And then the person sees that and says like, look, we both, I think the keywords that we're looking at each other were hiking and martial arts. I mean, that's like the 2 of my passions. And I kind of use that as like, if Allah gives you a sign, right? I don't have a photographic memory, but I can recall your profile mentioned something about if you're looking for a very active lifestyle, you know, you come to the right place. And if you can't keep up, too bad. And I'm very driven and high-paced, and I have excess energy as well. So I thought like, well, that's someone who sounds exactly like me, you know, high energy level lifestyle and whatnot. This is exactly what I'm looking for.
What amazed me is that he's a foreigner, but he converted to Islam, and he really dived into Islam, and that is actually for me a very rare value. His knowledge translates to his actions and words, and that really convinced me that Alhamdulillah, he's the one lah.
I thought it was love at first sight.
Before we met, I have my sister and my father to vet through him. And he kind of like passed the test because he can be the imam during the time. Okay, that's the first test. And the second one is when he met my father. After he met my father, I'm still like 50-50. But after
50-50?
Yeah, still.
It's very important for me for my family to be okay with her. Your family also has to live with your partner. And no matter what hiccups, you know, if your family is not perfect, you deal with it. But when they met her in person, now they keep calling me and say, be nice to her, you know, don't let her go. Oh, she's one of us. And I was like, okay, you marry her, you know. We already had set our mind within two months since starting our conversation on Muzz. The problem was my visa situation in Sweden. I had to have a registration, like certificate of divorce, registered with my government to get the document for the Malaysian government to approve. So there was like summer holidays in Sweden and whatnot. So it was a test from Allah, you know, to keep us waiting for like 3 months just to get that document. But once we got that document, within like 10 days, we were married. I believe that Allah sends you signs, that sometimes you just have to be guided by your intuition. For me, I had a feeling that one of my friends was the path to my marriage, and I don't know what it was. Actually, I found out that she lived 100 meters from my friend's license. So I literally was outside her house one day. I was like, well, you're Jalan number 1? Oh, my friend lives at number 3.
Yeah.
So I was passing by, I was like, are you at home? She's like, yeah, I am. And she just finished her prayer, right?
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
Isha, right?
Maghrib.
Yeah. She was still in her telokong, and she sells durian crepe for business, on Shopee. So she was like out in her telokong with the durian crepe. So like, do you give us the marble
cake
for my kids? So the kids were there. So the first interaction we had was actually like impromptu, very spontaneous. Drove by, and I know it's not a physical interaction. Just roll down my window.
Yes.
My kids were back there, and just say,
hello. Because the guy want to come to your house during Maghrib time, and then
no makeup, someone.
No makeup, and then I wasn't ready, like literally. And then the rider come, I was about to pass an order outdoor, and then like he drove, and I was looking for a car, like which one? And then suddenly,
so please, nice car.
Yeah, please, it be real. I was like so nervous. I have kids. It was very nervous, to introduce another man to them. I'm not the person, someone you can just like marry me and just want me. That's very important, that he must accept my kids. We went for buka puasa, I think at Masjid Negara.
Right.
So we have all the kids, and then to see how the kids can get along. So Alhamdulillah, I was very happy. And then I remember that when we walked out from the masjid, and then you say that this is what you envision. What do I do to deserve this? It's literally whatever that I've been praying for. I'm very moved because he treats my kids like his own. If I don't marry, I cannot show the kids what's a family, Islamic family is supposed to be. So this is what I prayed for, and a lot of time I was like, what did I do to deserve this? What did I do to deserve it?
Yeah, how to follow that?
Try to beat that.
A partner is supposed to fill the gaps that you have. It's something that you can do yourself, but it's so much easier when you have someone. And I think that should be our intention, to kind of fulfill not only a part of our ibadah, but also fulfill our obligations to our family, to make it easier for two parents. I mean, that's like you're saying, Allah created us in pairs, so that we can fulfill our obligations not only to ourselves or each other, but also the people around us. It's almost like you have your roots down so that you can go up. And I think without a partner, you can't do that. I mean, you're just gonna keep falling because you're carrying too many plates on your own hands. And I think that's married life now. I feel it's like a big burden taken off my chest.
Be honest, know what you want, keep on praying, and be specific on what you want. And put that on Muzz so that people can see who you are.